Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 133. We are so glad to have you guys listening today, or watching. Thank you. Hope you think our lighting looks good. So yeah, I'm Sherm.
I'm Devin.
I'm Trey.
Zay.
I'm Alyssa.
Yep.
Make sure to follow us on socials if you'd like. At Speaking Sporadically, Instagram and TikTok. Check out some of our other videos. They're pretty cool. If all the states went to war with each other, if they were all independent and they went to war, who would win?
Probably Texas.
Probably Alaska.
Probably Wisconsin. Alaska
I'd just sit up there.
has the best.
I guess Hawaii. No, because you could probably get on the
Alaska has the best like geographical
advantage. Oh, yeah.
advantage.
Yeah, but they have no one there, really.
But I don't think they have the.
Florida would kill themselves in 3 years just by tsunamis and hurricanes. Mother Nature has a 50% chance to destroy half of Florida in the next year. Florida's like one of the first ones gone.
If all of the government funding ceased.
Yeah.
I think
All the weird.
no one can hear you.
Yeah,
that's
but
weird.
all right. Yeah, go ahead.
Think about all the weird people in Florida.
So half of those weird people.
all those Florida men.
Yeah, but half of them are like souped up on drugs.
Yeah, they're
so
gonna
they can't
kill
do
each other.
anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
gonna be a war
Florida would
between
split up into like
Well,
18
just, like,
different
throw
provinces
gators
as
at
soon as they
Yeah,
became
yeah.
independent.
There'd be like a third of their army would just be old retired
Miami,
people.
Fort Lauderdale, like all the rich people, and then
Yeah.
it'd be like just everybody for themselves.
Yeah, dude. Florida's first
Um,
one gone.
Yeah, for sure. Alaska probably doesn't win because I don't ever see them like coming down, but they're gonna outlast.
I get them
That
out.
they could win though.
They
But
can't-
I guess it depends because then whatever other state is left in mainland, either
Well, it's
they would
gonna
have
be-
to go up to win,
Yeah.
or Alaska would have to come
Alaska
down.
would be like that kid, like whenever you're playing hide and seek, that like you just hide for so long and you just forget about them. They're all the way up there. Nobody wanted to.
Like when your friends told you they're gonna play hide and go seek,
but that
and then
kid
they all
wins.
just went and
If
played
you
with
never
each other.
find that kid wins.
Yeah, but once they battle it out in the mainland, they just go up to Alaska and they're
right, that's what they're gonna have to do. They're gonna.
Yeah,
have,
that's fine. There's not that many people in Alaska.
Yeah, but you getting up there, you die.
Well, is Canada okay with us crossing all their borders?
I don't know.
Or is
I don't
Canada's-
think so. I think it's just the states. They'd have to find their way
So
around, work
Canada's
their way
government's
around.
Gonna go ham on us.
I think
their
Ohio
way
can take
through.
on.
Oh, I think Ohio's pretty
I think
good.
Ohio can take on Canada and win, and then we have like all of Canada.
Ooh,
What?
you
All
think
of
we could
Canada?
beat Ohio?
Yeah,
Just Ohio.
we're a quarter of their population already. And I can almost guarantee. What's it called? What is our standing military? It's
A militia or state militia.
Yeah, it's just something else. Oh, nice. What is that called?
National Guard.
Yeah, I think our National Guard is like more militantly capable than all of Canada's military.
Yeah, I
Why
saw
do
some
they take
crazy
over Canada? They're
stats.
too nice.
I saw a crazy
Exactly, they might
stat
just
that
let
there's
us.
like more firearms in the state of Wisconsin than there is in like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude.
Belgium and Sweden.
And
Oh, yeah.
and with all of Canada's restrictions and stuff, it's like the general populace can't do anything to help.
I guess. Yeah, if you do rule out national government, it would be closer.
No. I'm saying it's just their Canadian national government. Oh, you mean like within the states fighting or between
Yeah.
Ohio versus Canada?
I guess kind of probably no both. Yeah, we
Ohio
can't.
versus Canada.
Canada.
What happens
We could
to-
not.
what
Ohio
happens
could
to
not
the-
beat Canada's
Yes, we
national
could.
government. No.
Yes, we could.
Does the military
No.
get redistributed from whence they came?
Huh?
Like
Extrapolate.
if you're a trained Navy SEAL from Ohio, do you get replaced back in Ohio?
I think
That's
it's just
who
where you
fight
live
for?
currently. Like if they were to snap fingers, all states would go to war. Whatever state you're in, that's
so
where you
states
fight
with
for.
military bases
Sure, yeah.
would have a good advantage there. Because it would be
We have
Well, non-national government. So if it's a military base,
they're
then
neutral.
like I say, the national government can't be involved because then that's true.
True,
Like, wherever
yeah,
the
take that
nuclear
out.
bombs are
Take
held,
that out.
they win.
take out any like government-owned weapons
Right,
and stuff
exactly.
like that. So it has to be
If it's just the
private-owned
states
weapons
people.
in
I
states.
think we're probably. I'd probably have to put my money on Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, based off that, Texas.
Just size, numbers, guns. It's probably Texas.
Yeah, if it was all 1v1v1v1,
But then
I
have
feel like
you
the
guys-
Midwest would just remake a coalition. United Nations.
Have you guys ever
Midwest.
seen like Alaska overlaid over the
Yeah.
continental states?
Mm-hmm.
It is massive.
Big.
Alaska?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's like
big.
Florida to
It's-
Seattle.
it's crazy
Washington. It's massive.
Yeah. And there's just like a lot of harsh terrain that like they know, bro. It'd be just like a lot of the
Weaponized.
famous like past wars where just like the home team won because they knew the area.
Yeah,
They
think
were-
about
they
the
were able to
Appalachians.
endure the cold.
Think about the Appalachians. You think
stuff.
it'd be easy to take over those without like jets or anything?
Yeah, but no one's.
Actually, Texas could probably make jets. Even like you take all the government weaponry, they could still
I
probably
feel
just
like
produce jets.
people aren't
Yeah.
people aren't living in the Appalachians as much as Alaska.
Yeah, but
Like
you would-
Alaska,
you would
people
go
are
up there.
living in the thick of it.
You're
like
wrong.
Appalachians,
You're
like again,
wrong.
but can I speak?
Yeah,
You
there's
can
definitely
continue.
more
There's
people
There's
that
definitely
live
more
in the
people
bush
that live
than
in the
there is
bush
that
of
live in
Alaska than the
Appalachia.
Appalachians. Like, yes, I'm
You're
sure there are
so-
people that living.
what are you
There are
talking
people
about?
living in Appalachians, but I bet there's a lot more people that are in the rough areas of Alaska than the rough Appalachians.
There's 733,000 people living in Alaska.
It's actually less than I
There's
thought.
way more people in the Appalachian region than 733.
Not in the places that are hard to get. Like they may be considered in the Appalachian region.
Yeah,
I
but
bet
that,
they're
they can
outskirts
retreat
of
into
the
it
Yeah,
and
living-
use it.
living
They
close
know,
enough.
and even the places that aren't hard to get that they live in are still really difficult to get into. It's still the Appalachian Mountains.
I bet the average
mountainous regions are
Alaskan-
so hard to get.
I bet the average Alaskan bush person is more like well versed in like nature surviving than the average Appalachian person.
Yeah, I agree.
You mean like the bush?
No, just in
Sure,
any
yeah.
like if
Just survival.
No.
Just
I
survival.
meant people living in the Alaskan bush.
yeah. I would say
Yeah,
that.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it's harder to attack the Appalachians given the population of people there, assuming they do everything appropriately. Not like nature survival, just appropriately to defend themselves. Than it would be to attack the bush.
Think about all the,
I
think about all the
disagree.
gold
You
miners.
You have to think of
Think about all the gold miners in Alaska.
I don't know there was that
Okay, I
much
don't
up
think
there.
I don't know how.
Yeah, how's that prevalent?
Something that they got machinery.
Yeah, everyone has machinery though.
I mean, I'll go.
You can just produce better machinery
Yeah.
and use it against them. Because I mean, if you just assume Texas has the means, which they definitely do, given the population, they're like third highest population or something like that, second maybe. But if they have the means to just kind of like surround the bush, they're not going to leave, and I don't think the people there would have the means to, escape that siege, basically. All right, well, you're smiling, so say something in defense of yourself.
Yeah.
I'll let you have the bush.
I'll let you have the
I'll
bush.
let you have the bush.
Give you that one.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying I
No,
think the
I'll
Appalachians,
go back-
somewhere in the Appalachians, have a good chance.
Yeah, I'll go back
Just because of
to
that.
a point that you said I kind of disagree with. I think like it'd be a lot harder to attack Alaskan bush people because I think that terrain is way tougher than the Appalachian Mountains.
I mean, yeah, like Napoleon couldn't invade Russia in the winter.
Yeah, and Alaska's,
But it's
again,
not
some
always-
parts of Alaska are way more than that. But
Yeah, but also you have to think of like the valued areas. So like the Appalachians is like coal crazy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so-
I'm just talking about just like
Just defending
simple
it. Simple,
terms,
take
like
it
trying
out
to-
of the
Trying to
situation.
invade, I think it'd be harder to invade some Alaska bush people. But yeah, it does get deep because even
I'm
then,
still
like,
I'm still including the population as part of mine, but I do
Well,
agree
yeah,
that
yeah,
if you reduce the populations to equal, I think probably it would be more difficult to. Well, what do you? I guess explain why it'd be more difficult to invade.
I just
Alaskan
think
bush.
like the nature and the terrain is a lot tougher up in like northern Alaska than it is like that to go through the Appalachian.
Well, no
Mountains,
one's living up like in the
where people,
mountains,
right,
though,
right.
of
But
Alaska,
people
right?
live
So there
like
you go.
on glaciers in Alaska, like surrounded by glaciers and
So
stuff.
flat terrain.
Yeah, but it's like
Really cold.
really cold, and it's like
So in the past it
seven
would have
Just
been
wear
really.
clothes-
no.
more
In the
clothes.
past, it would have been really difficult, but just bring clothes, prepare for the
Yeah.
like.
yeah, but
we have
it's
this thing
still
called
like you got to
technology
worry
now.
about like avalanches. You have to worry about falling
Of
through
course.
like
you
the
still have to worry about
3
avalanches, by the
meters of-
way, in the Appalachians.
not
And
near as
falling.
much,
Of course, not near as much. You still have to worry about falling. You have to worry about rock slides, mudslides.
right? And going through the snow, you have to have like snowshoes, and you just have to be built for it.
Okay, you have to.
You have to. There's a lot of little things like you got to know because there's
Not
a lot of
everybody
like,
has watched as much Outdoor Boys
Yeah.
YouTube channel as me and Devin has.
like you got to
No,
worry
I'm fully
about
aware of what you're saying.
Overflow, right? That's where parts of the ice on lakes and ocean stuff have melted, and then the water got on top
Yeah.
again.
Mhm.
So stuff like that. But obviously, it can go deeper because, like, just in general, like, how many like steel foundries are there in Ohio? Because if we're not
That's what
able
I'm
to
saying.
produce that much steel, like, we'll be over.
Oh, Ohio's a great producer.
Of steel? I don't know.
No,
I don't-
just in general. Like we
I know,
can,
like,
within
manufacturing-
ourselves, like
manufacturing, we're
in a
pretty good.
contained economy, we could produce some crazy stuff.
But like, there's a lot of places that like don't have any steel factories. So if we would
Yeah,
start
like
a
Rhode
war right
Island,
now-
dude, day one, they're done.
yeah, like they have no
I think
way
like
to
10
make
guys
bullets.
could probably take over Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Where do you guys think Ohio would rank?
Top 10.
Oof, yeah, I'm about there. I was top
And
15.
we
for
have
sure.
advantage too
Top
because we have
10s.
Lake Erie, so all of those states have a good advantage because you have a good source of food and
Yeah.
economy still.
It'd be dangerous though, because obviously we're not like a clear Lake Erie. Like we'd fight like Pennsylvania and Michigan to
Yeah.
really get those waters a little bit. But
Easy.
we probably have the easiest way to get there.
Poison Michigan's water
It already is.
again.
It already
We just,
is.
we just have to
Do it
force
more.
everyone into Detroit, and then
No, Flint. Oh yeah. Oh no.
attack everywhere but Detroit, guys.
Okay.
What about that one part of Michigan that's like up by, like Canada?
Grand Rapids. Wait, no, that's
No,
not
the,
Grand
like,
Rapids.
The sand
Michigan.
dunes?
The Upper Peninsula.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the part of
Yeah, they would
That's
probably
not our
be screwed.
problem. That's far
I
enough
feel
away.
like they'd be like,
No,
they'd
Like
last
what?
a little bit longer.
no, they're surrounded by like all the they're surrounded by waters, and then their enemy would be right there.
It's like what? Is it Minnesota there or is it Wisconsin? It's Wisconsin. It's Wisconsin.
We have it. We do have it. We have it.
It's
Globe
Wisconsin
there.
for sure.
I think it is Wisconsin too.
Yeah, that's Wisconsin.
But yeah, so like it'd be really tough for them
Oh.
to like get supplies from the mainland.
I think they get a little bit of Minnesota too.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that part that's not our problem.
Kind of like the Western Flatland is going to go ham because they're all just going to destroy each other.
It's just desert, bro. They're
Yeah.
just gonna be marching through deserts on each other and just
Oh, that's gonna be a disaster.
yeah.
Yeah. No, to the
More?
right of the Rocky Mountains, I'd say.
Is it right here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
To the right of the
Arizona, New
Rockies,
Mexico,
bro.
Nevada.
It's going to be crazy. Well, yeah.
This is America.
I would say from like Iowa to the Rockies is going to be
What?
pretty
Yeah, he came back from the side.
desolate.
Well, I just don't think people would choose those areas as like their battleground. I don't see an advantage for anybody there.
You know, I just had a thought too. Actually, those peninsular states that are only touching one state probably have a huge advantage because they just have one front to fight. Like Maine, they just load that front. Like Colorado in the middle, they got all
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
They could have people invading. Maine just got to cover their one. That's all
why
I can think of right now.
Ohio's not actually in that great of an advantage.
Yeah,
because
we're touching
there
a
is
decent bit.
5 states touching us.
But I
Yeah.
feel like
Well,
Ohio would take down Indiana
Big whoop.
real big.
That good. Yeah, they got
Really, it's such a huge border.
No, I'd rather take down Michigan. To be honest, just take down Michigan. If we lose, we lose.
take
As long as
down
we run
Michigan, we kill
Facts.
ourselves.
All right, we surrender.
What about like Kentucky and West Virginia?
They do all right, but they're not like the huge like gun rednecks. They're more the beer drinking, farming rednecks. Like
Moonshine.
moonshine.
Kentucky and West
Moonshine.
Virginia. West Virginia, I'll argue, is not that.
Yeah.
West Virginia is much more
Because that's like the
Hill.
mountain.
like
Banjo,
anti-gov too. by the
banjo
way.
playing,
It's-
moonshine
it's crazy.
sipping.
What's that one movie with the kayaks? They take canoes, and they're in that area.
Without a paddle.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, they're crazy, dude.
That movie
crazy.
is hilarious.
The only thing is, like, you'd have to assume not that many of them are like half the. I'm not saying they're dumb. I'm saying some of those kind of crazy ones are dumb. They wouldn't have the know-it-all to properly defend or attack. You know what I mean? They just kind of go crazy, reckless abandon.
I mean, success would be whoever can accept the scenario the fastest and mobilize the fastest.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a big.
I
advantage.
think that would be Texas.
Yeah, I think Texas is ready for it. Don't
Nah,
mess with
because they
Texas,
got
baby.
like Austin and stuff. That's a little like those are huge centers for their economy and their production, like their industrial for their industry, and they wouldn't quickly adopt to being like, all right, screw it, let's attack.
Yeah, but
Let's attack Mexico
every
instead.
state has that. Dude, we have Cleveland, Cincinnati, Dayton, Columbus. That would all be just like Austin and Dallas.
Yeah, but just think about the amount of gun stores in Texas.
I know.
Yeah.
They're gonna have ammunition,
Yeah,
firepower.
Well, yeah, I was
Ass.
just trying to think of what state would be most likely to just, like Jacob said, like just Be like, okay, sweet. This is just what we're doing now. The quickest.
I think whatever states have the most or
I think Montana.
they probably do fine.
Montana would probably
be-
mobilize quickly.
Probably be up there.
There's just it's such a
there's
low
not much-
population.
yeah, there's not much there.
I would think like Maine as well would mobilize pretty quickly because I already feel like they are isolated.
I feel like
to
the
rest of
best-
country.
if we were-
I just don't think Maine is like too much of a. I think they're
It's
like
just
a
kinda desolate.
set in, batten down the hatches, and that's
Yeah.
not the way to go here.
Yeah,
You have to go for someone right
They would
away.
just build like a wall on their border, just throwing everything.
Yeah,
up,
no,
building it up, so no
they-
one can get
I
in.
feel like they
Just
would
put all their
probably
lumber
just
up.
join Canada.
They'd be like, we're out.
Switching sides.
It'd be like Doc and D&D. Hide.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I think the best if we were to do the situation where we'd just snap our fingers and we'd go. I think whatever state has the most or the biggest bullet factory. Because like even if the state would like right now, let's say Ohio, we don't have any bullet manufacturers. If we would right now be like, yep, let's go. It's still gonna take us months before we get a bullet plant up and running and start producing. But if they
Well,
have them now and they just
I
start
guess-
churning them out, the
Here-
states could be ready to go. Like, yeah, we'll go tomorrow.
What
Go to
if,
the plant, pick up a few boxes, and we'll head out tomorrow.
Are the states going to be able to supply chain in from other countries?
Sorry, say that again.
Are the states going to be able to supply chain in from other countries?
Is it that?
Because if Alaska can start getting shipments right in from China, like
Well, it'd still take some time by the time you order it and get it through and
it'll
then
take
ship
some
it over.
time, but
It would be
if it's the-
faster
if it's the
than
long
building.
game.
It'd be faster than building your own plant, yeah.
Because like any state that's not on the coastline has no chance. Texas would be supplied through Mexico like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They'd
if
get
that's
cocaine
a
and
factor,
bullets to fuel them
Texas
till the
is-
day's end.
Texas is unbeatable if that's a possibility.
I've also seen this stuff of arguing of like putting in like teams pretty much like the West versus the Midwest
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
South
yeah.
versus East. People arguing about that. I think Midwest. Would
Hey, like one of the top
flat.
5 biggest private. So I took out the state-run ammunitions.
Good call.
One of the top 5 is Underwood Ammo, which is in Sparta, Illinois.
Oh.
So all we have to do is claim 2 states
Yeah,
directly
the
to our
alliances
right.
would be crazy.
No, just take them over. All
No,
that
because
ammo
there's
for
got to be
ourselves.
plenty of governors that are like good pals that are like, yeah, we could do this. We'll roll
Fair,
it together.
true.
The alliances
Yeah.
would probably go ham. I mean, hopefully, if we'd snap our fingers, all of America would alliance. Like, let's just go back to normal.
Yeah, I feel like
guys.
everyone would alliance.
They
so.
probably would. So
I
we
think
probably
Texas-
have to outlaw.
I think Texas, with
think
everything
Texas
going
would be
on,
like,
they would take
"Nah,
the
we
opportunity.
got
Like,
this.
what are you joking?
We got
fine,
this."
but we're like the empire state. Then, like, you got to listen to us.
Yeah.
Is the District of Columbia by itself?
Yep.
Is that
No,
now?
they get
It's not
split
a
up.
state. It's not a state.
They get split up into 50 different parts, and those people just get shipped over.
Everybody gets a block.
Or all the states attack DC, and then once they're destroyed, like, all right, we're done.
All right, we're chilling. We're chilling.
Don't say any good ideas now.
Yeah, I think it's an obvious answer, but it's probably a good one. I think Texas would probably take it. Or you're right, maybe one of the top munitions factories would probably take it.
Where would you guys? I guess that kind of limits us to Ohio, but I say, where would you make your stand? Like, if you had to perch somewhere and you had to defend.
In Ohio?
Yeah. Like, I was thinking, because Mount Rushmore's in South Dakota, right?
Yep.
Say, if I was in South Dakota, I'd climb Mount Rushmore and sit at the top of
Hide
that
in
baby.
Washington's nose.
No, I'd sit at the top of
Find
the
the-
baby,
find
sit
the
on the
buried
head,
treasure.
and just be like, let's
Find
do
the
this.
Oh, I got you. American flag cape.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Be
just in
cool to sit
Ohio,
there. Yeah, I guess, because
Okay.
we're in Ohio, so we got to find somewhere in Ohio to.
like practical or epic like that one.
You choose who you want, but if you go
I'd probably
practical,
just,
you.
like, go to Columbus and scale like a skyscraper.
If you go to Columbus today, you might get shot. What are you talking about?
But any big city, you're gonna get shot.
Most practical would probably be what, like Cleveland, probably.
Most
I would go
practical
to
would
the
probably be
secret
like
launch
some
pad.
army base in Ohio.
If
Yeah,
you're
right,
gonna get
Pat.
shot, why
Yeah,
are you going to
right, Pat.
Cleveland?
Right, Pat.
Well,
probably.
in a perfect world, we're not fighting each other. We're fighting
Yeah.
the other states.
Yeah.
A perfect world, we're fighting the other states.
In a perfect world, Michigan's already gone, so we're probably fighting what, like
I
Indiana.
saw it. There was they ranked like all the rivalries, and obviously Ohio State, Michigan was number one. And I never knew this, but everyone in the comments was saying stuff of like they fought a war against each other or something like as a joke. But apparently, it was either some Ohio dude shot some Michigan dude,
Yeah.
or the other way around.
It's like a weird turf war.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
over some piece of land or something way back
It
when.
was a war.
That rivalry is crazy.
That's cool. Goes back. It's dated. I would choose to go to. Dang, that's tough. What's like a big stretch of forest in Ohio? We don't really have that. We got a lot of
Hocking
I was gonna
fields.
say we got hockey.
Yeah, I would go to Hocking Hills. I feel like Hocking Hills would be nice. Just run around like a little.
I go to like the underground caverns.
The Ohio Caverns.
Yeah.
Yeah. What if they just shut off the lights though?
Assimilate myself in there with echolocation.
You're gonna become like. You're
Make
gonna
yourself-
become like Schmeagol,
Make
bro.
yourself,
To a bat.
make yourself blind, lack of light. You just sit down here. Brick. Wall. It's crazy watching
about-
those videos. They go brick.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Apparently,
what?
real life
They can
blind
do it.
people are adopting
Yeah.
echolocation.
That's crazy.
One guy figured out how to do it and just started training people.
Imagine how scary it would be though
That
to
shit
be
was
like,
unreal.
all right, there's this one guy we just for some reason have to get in Ohio to claim Ohio, and he's in these caves. He's been there for 10 years.
All you hear
Yeah.
every like
No.
10 seconds is
Yeah, and it just
Yeah.
gets louder and louder. And you're like walking, your fucking flashlight goes out, and it's just pitch black. And you're walking, and you see, do it real loud again. It's super quiet. Shh. What was that?
And then he's just like
it's
people-
right here.
yeah.
Victim.
Human flesh.
Yeah.
Dead. That'd be
Oh,
funny.
that'd be so.
It's like the
scary.
last round in Zombies.
Yeah.
It's like you're looking for that last. There's one left. Where is he? And then just go down the caverns.
Pray.
uh-oh.
Yeah, you see him from like far away. You hear him go, human flesh. What? That'd be freaky, bro.
Oh,
You
just,
just like
imagine.
he's naked. He just like crawls up and he stabs you. And then the other like all the other like people see him. They just like, what was that?
He just he crawls all the way.
You can crawl up vertical walls.
He crawls all the way up that king crystal or whatever they call it, that giant like stalactite.
yeah. It's like the one Krusty
He hollowed
Krab
out the
episode.
inside of the stalactite and he lives in there.
It's like the
Oh,
one
he-
SpongeBob episode where Krusty Krab is like the naked enemy. And he's like,
Yeah.
what was that? And he just like skirts across, and they can barely, you know what I'm
What
talking
a
about?
horror.
When roles reverse and Plankton becomes the like Mr. Krabs,
Yeah.
and then Krusty Krabs becomes like Plankton's role. But the
okay,
thing is,
okay.
like for some reason, Krabs is naked and he runs around tries to get the formula, and they have to try to clothe him, and that's how he gets defeated. And they have a cannon just shooting clothes. You know, how do you guys not know this?
There's
I
so
know what
many
you're
good,
talking about.
There's so many
I know
good
exactly what you're
SpongeBob
talking about.
episodes.
It's
Dude,
so
it's a
funny.
cannon. He's just like they're just shooting out clothes. It's like don't, and they have to try to get on him. He's just
think I-
running around.
I think I
naked.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like new, like all spins. I don't know if they're making a SpongeBob. But I know there's like a Patrick. There's like a Patrick series.
Yeah, I don't think they actually make SpongeBob like spin-off type deals.
There might be still another SpongeBob.
But watching the
spin-off,
first
but
like 6 seasons, so
it's
It's
funny.
just banger after banger.
banger after banger.
Oh boy.
Such a weird.
No,
series.
imagine how bad that would backfire though. Going into a cave, going to Ohio Caverns, like you're not familiar with it at all,
You
and
get
then they just
familiar
cut
with
the
it,
lights.
I just go to like Kings Island or Cedar Point or something.
Why?
Just go ball out there.
That's what
Oh,
I did in
okay.
Zombieland.
Just go
and
ball
that
out
shit
there.
worked.
though. Yeah, it did.
It did work.
Yeah, I think I would try.
Cedar Point's not a bad one, bro. Sit on top
Actually,
of a roller
wait.
coaster, just like
Low key, there's like
final
a,
stand.
there's like a. I would just find like the biggest, most confusing like building or like manor in the country. Assuming it's in the country, I would find that, dude. Like all of the weird like doors and like not traps, but like trap doors you can just go into and stuff.
Have you ever heard of the
The Winchester
I was just about to
Mansion.
say
Yeah.
that.
It's not in Ohio.
We
We've
talked-
actually talked about
We
it.
talked about it on the Halloween episode
episode.
because apparently it's like severely haunted.
Well, that's what.
Or the person
reason
that
it's
made
built
it was
that
severely
way
haunted.
is She said all the ghosts told her to build certain
That's
rooms
crazy.
and
We're on the
everything.
same
To,
wavelength.
They said that if she like kept building, that I don't know. That was like her. I don't know.
she was.
Something she had to keep building rooms in the house.
Yeah, because her husband invented the Winchester rifle, which killed so many. She said she was haunted by them. They kept telling her to build things. So that was her way of like making things right. That they died by something her husband invented. Her late husband. He died at this point. So she just kept building houses or rooms as they told her to build rooms.
Hey, where is that?
Just look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Actually, when we
I
hit
think
that.
it's out west.
We should hit that up on our way to see Annabelle.
I don't think it's on that way. That'd be awesome if it was. That's in
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
We're gonna go to Ed and Lorraine Warren's house.
We're gonna ride motorcycles there and then mock.
It's in California.
Yeah, there you go.
There's so many stories
And
of
then ride motorcycles back.
there's so many stories of people mocking the Annabelle doll, then
Yeah,
dying
the
mysteriously.
motorcyclist, and then the girlfriend on the back who told him to stop and apologize. She survived and he didn't.
Yeah.
Like 10 minutes after they left. It's crazy. It's so weird.
Yeah, aren't you like supposed to like not look in her eyes or something when you go visit?
You
her
can
or
do
something?
whatever. You just have to be respectful. You know what I mean? It's just
That's supposed to be disrespectful.
Don't tap on the glass. Might disappear. Fall in like Dudley.
I'll give you $5 to be disrespectful too if we go.
$5?
$5.
All right. I want to buy one. I want to buy like a life-size Annabelle doll. Oh, not the OG one. The one they used in the
Life-size
movie.
Annabelle doll. Doll-sized doll.
I mean, like the.
No, like the one they use in the movie that's like 3.5 feet tall.
So just like the movie doll. You want to buy that one? Still a
Yeah, but I
doll-sized
want it
doll.
to be like life-sized.
Doll-sized doll.
It's like a human.
So like a human size
Yeah,
doll.
like human size, like 3.5 feet, like small human-sized doll.
The size that Annabelle was.
So this.
In the movie, though, not
Yeah,
in real
that's what I'm
life.
saying. The movie.
The movie doll.
Annabelle doll.
Yeah,
The doll-sized doll.
Devin gets me, bro.
I fully
You
understand.
made that so much more confusing than it had
Dude,
to be.
I understood every word of that.
Yeah.
He wants the movie doll, but the
No,
life size. So
I
not a
wanna make
life
something
size
clear.
doll,
You
but not
understood
the
it
one, the
because
real one. But
you-
it's the life size movie. It's the movie doll, but it's not fully life size, but it's a life size movie.
You only understand
I
it
know.
because we've trained our brains over the years to instantly, subconsciously translate what this man says.
Some better than others, apparently.
Anything that comes out of his mouth, obviously they don't. They're not trained in that art. So
I'm
I
bilingual.
wanted to clarify for
What
them.
can I say? I'm bilingual.
I speak 3 languages, you know.
One of them is Sherm.
Sure.
I speak Sherman.
Sherman Draconic.
Shermanese.
Shermanese. I speak Shermanese. I speak, what is Frankish?
Frankish.
I speak Shermanese, Frankish, and English. It's pretty cool.
Frankish was my hardest language to learn.
Frankish is a difficult language. Shermanese is
Shermanese is pretty bad.
crazy.
I have had some wild texts from
Yeah.
When he had
Yes.
his small John. When you don't even know. Wait,
No.
yeah, you did for a little bit. When he had his small John, his small phone,
Yeah.
those texts were
It was
great.
bad.
Yeah, those
those weren't
jobs
even
are
his
wild.
fault though. But now that he's got his new
I
one,
wrote
and
him
they're
in the
still a
fall,
little
so you would
wild.
know.
I remember texting Devin something, and I like looked at it a couple minutes later. I'm like, yo, if I need to decipher that for you.
I think it's on that screenshot. He goes, "Damn, I just read that. Let me know if I got to resend."
Yeah.
And I go,
Yeah.
"Yeah, you better resend because
I
it made
had
no sense.
No sense.
They're better now."
Oh yeah, you want to hear one? Vacant lot I just bought off Filburn's Island, which is where I live. From who? Some person. Where is it at? At the corner. I think my mom sent text. Okay? His mother sends me a text of the lot that he said he just bought. And I go, Jacob bought that. And she goes, no, what? Talk to him the next day. Text him the next day. I'm like, so you didn't buy it, right? And he goes, oh, no. I was just looking at it. That's his form of, that's his base form of communication.
I
It
didn't
was
know how
so
you got
it was so
confused.
funny because I think I called you or something, or we called, and you told me that before you realized that like he was not buying the house.
I know.
So next time I called Sherman, I'm like, yeah, Isaiah told me that you bought the lot out there on Filburn's, and you're like, fuck no, what the hell is he talking
I
about?
was like, no, I did not do that, Trey.
All right, well, we got to wrap up this segment. We'll go to break, and then we'll be right back.
It's just really bad poison ivy, yeah. Looking at Jacob's jiggers that I used to have.
What'd you call me?
Yeah.
That was it. Like,
Yeah, it looked like you burnt yourself.
yeah. That was like 3 days before it got really bad.
Do you ever have like bugs come out of your skin or anything?
I never had that, so that's why I don't actually think it was jiggers. But it also broke in the pool, so they may have just drowned in the pool or gotten swallowed out.
So nasty.
Looks like sun poisoning.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I said initially, and then he says,
But
no.
like the rest of my body wasn't burnt, so
Yeah.
it couldn't have been sun
Yeah.
poisoning.
Can be. It can just manifest.
Just
Your skin is
manif-
one connected organ.
Chicken manifested that shit.
So one spot can get extremely burnt or get sun poisoning, but the rest of yours is fine.
Well, it's not like sun poisoning isn't a sunburn necessarily.
I thought sun poisoning was like
Right.
sunburn.
It's
a sunburn
different.
can just bubble.
I thought sun poisoning pretty much just came from like extreme UV exposure.
did.
That's why.
That's
That's why I figured it wasn't that, because the rest of my body didn't have any UV exposure. Unless someone, while I was sleeping, put like a UV light to my legs.
just right on that.
Just got me good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think you just brush it up against something.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Because I know I was
Could've
walking
been
through
like poison
tall
oak or
grass.
something.
Yeah, it could have been like oak or sumac.
Sumac.
Sumac, yeah.
Sumac's a bad one.
It's very oily, so it stays on.
Yeah. Yeah, it spreaded to both my legs.
Oh yeah,
Both of my shins
can you
were
read
just-
out what Jacob sent? That text Jacob sent you.
yeah.
While we're still kind
This
of on
one
that.
is rough.
And then we'll move on to whatever.
I'll
else.
refind it here. I might have to scroll.
I also
Wait,
think
was
my
so
phone
funny.
was bugging.
Well, sure.
I think,
that.
But like
This was. I'm pretty sure this was when I dropped my phone, and the one corner of it like stopped working.
no, I don't want to hear it. Not yet. You can justify it, but let's read it.
This is word for word.
Verbatim.
You can verify. I'll read it.
Right.
She would know have some people she knows Bacall from round here. And that was it. Damn, I just read that. Damn, let me know if I have to resend.
Dude, damn, this is so funny.
I'm like, yeah, you better resend.
And like, I get like sending a text quickly and then like or typing it and then just sending it right away. But like, if you're gonna reread it, why send it then reread it just to say like?
I'm pretty sure he didn't reply for like 10 minutes. So then I went back into the chat, and then I'm like, oh yeah.
It wasn't like 10 minutes. No, it was fast, bro. It was like right away.
Damn, I just read that. And damn,
Because I was on vacation. Like, I was doing nothing. We were just sitting at home, and like I was texting you, and you sent those like back to back. They're like right away.
Yeah, good old
Oh,
times.
it's so good. You gotta start closing like one eye when you send checks again because it's so funny.
Mm-hmm.
Although, there was one that I can't. I don't think I can prove it because I don't think I ever saved it. But I remember quite
Not real then.
a few years ago. Jacob, what are the things that kids use to color in coloring books?
Coloring pencils.
The other ones, the wax ones, the made out of wax.
Like Crayola.
Crayolas.
Yeah. See
So-
how he's avoiding the word. Jacob, what's the thing that goes on king and queen's heads?
Tiaras.
And what goes on a king's head?
I'm filing through my synonym right now.
A circlet.
I don't know.
Anyways, there was a text. So obviously, like there's nothing wrong with it. For a long time, I haven't heard you say crayon or crown recently, but bro used to say crown and crown like the exact same word. It was like saying break. I'm gonna break this vase, or I'm gonna break in my car. It's like saying that. It's the same word, two different meanings.
It's a homophone.
Yeah, and it was, bro. He sent me a text one time about needing some like art supplies or something. It was like it was like freshman year or something like that, and he typed the word crown. So I'm like, I don't have the material. I don't think I can. Like, don't you have? He's like sent a picture and there's construction paper and all this. I'm like, just make it, bro. But I thought we had to like swing by. What's that? Burger King or something. He said you typed crown.
Good.
And also, what do you sleep on at night? What does your head lay on at night?
I use like a blanket.
A pillow. A pillow.
I can't with the pillow.
It's so funny, and
I don't
he
get
loves
the hate on the pillow.
he
bro.
loves playing
Yeah,
he loves playing like the most popular board game of all time, chest. That's his favorite thing to play
Yeah.
is chest.
Chest is good. The stuff. It was
It's
funny
just-
because I set that chest setup in my foyer. I was about to send you guys the text, and it had the T, and I was like,
That's what I'm saying. Like usually dialects don't translate to words like that. It's also just weird because in our area, obviously we have a dialect, but that is so vastly different to
I just
anybody.
put my skill points into different things.
I suppose so. Confusion, maybe.
Confusion.
Bro rolls in that 20 every time.
Hey, your flaws too. I have a video of you trying to suffocate. I have a video of you because you didn't think it was possible to actually, like, you know, when you put like a bag over your head, parents are like, "Don't do that, you'll suffocate." Isaiah's
I thought they were
Isaiah's
capping.
like, "That's cat, bro." Puts a trash bag over his head, and he's just like, and he's breathing in. It starts like closing in on his face. It is suction to his face. He's like, "Oh yeah, I can't breathe.
I poked a hole in the mouth.
Yeah.
There's even we were talking about this a couple. Where was this? I don't know if it's when you came up to Toledo or at the wedding, but we were talking about I think Gavin asked like about our high school and like our friends in high school or something.
It was in Toledo.
Yeah, it was in Toledo when you came to Toledo. And we're just talking about it. Gavin brought it up. We're just sitting there talking. Gavin's like, "Were you guys popular in high school?" So he's like, "Oh, I was a weird kid until
No. I didn't. I said I was really shy. I didn't have that many friends until sports. Right.
Yeah.
Shyness was the reason.
Boy Scouts and sports really did a lot for me. But he just, what did he say when I said that?
I think he said, "I'm not surprised." Or something.
he said he was sleep, like half sleeping, and then he picks his head up for 2 minutes, asks the question. I give my response. He goes, "I'm not surprised."
No, it's funny.
I would have told him your counterpart wasn't very popular.
He apologized the next day. I'm like, dog.
Well, no, because
so
it was
funny.
just us three up, and at this point, he showed me the entire like.
Yeah, the campaign
The campaign that he
D&D.
made.
So I'm showing him because he's gonna play in it, and obviously it's geeky, right? So I'm showing him, and
Gavin took his head up. I'm not surprised. Put his head back down.
it was golden. There was also a time I thought we were at Boy Scout camp and it was bored. There was a certain chess piece that I thought was a lot heavier than it was, and we weren't even in middle school at this point, so you can't even fault me for doing this or thinking like this.
I will fault you.
It was pretty funny. I remember. So he goes up to move the pawn, and he wanted to he didn't put his lips all the way on it, but he tried to suck it up to his lips.
So I can move it with
The
my
thing
mouth.
went all the way into his mouth, into his esophagus.
I thought it would be heavier.
He was like, oh, and he was like, it reminded me of the movie Up when Kevin eats the guy's walker and is like, hop, and just coughs it back up. He had to do that. And I just learned the Heimlich the day before he kicked cricket, and I'm like, I'm about to bust out.
Practice.
I
Oh,
miss
so
the Scouts'
bad.
good old
It
days,
was
bro.
so
Like being a
bad.
Woodland
kid in
Trails
it,
was
bro.
legendary.
Did I ever tell you the
Messing
time?
around there?
The last year it was probably my third year or something like that. I was playing with a new pocket knife. Oh, I'm sorry. Is this boring you, Alyssa?
No.
Okay,
No.
that's good, honestly. But a new pocket knife I got, not from the Scout store or anything, but I just had a new one, and I was looking at it was like one of those utility Swiss Army knives. So I was looking through it, and I'm looking for something to use to open a can of tuna I had, and I opened the blade, and I didn't close the blade to open something else. So I'm sitting there, and it's like this little blade's here, the rest of it's here, and I go to take something else. I just throw my thumb into it. Dude, it's bad. The scar's still there. It's the huge one. And I didn't want to say anything. We're all sitting around the campfire. And I see one of the older guys, Nate, looked right into my soul, looked down at my thumb that I'm clenching like this. And blood. Everyone's talking normally, and I'm contributing to the conversation. Blood is running down my hand and just dripping onto the ground. And he
If Trey comes on, I feel like we have to talk about Scout stories.
Yeah, no
But
kidding.
he just leans over. He goes, "You gotta do something."
Yeah, you
And
gotta
I'm like-
manage that.
So I get up and I'm just wandering around the campsite looking for band-aids and stuff. I find one in a random tent. I'm like, this ain't enough. And then I finally remember Jacob had a big, an actual first aid kit. I'm like, I didn't want it. This is so embarrassing. I'm not even gonna tell him. So I walk in. I sneak in there. I'm dripping blood.
Oh God.
I drip the blood everywhere. I'm so sorry. I cleaned it up, but I had to get your first aid kit out and I bandage it. And I thought it looked dumb, so I just took it off. And when I took it off,
It flipped
warning,
open.
it opened it back up,
Oh,
so it was
dear.
way worse. And then I just walked back out and just ran water over it.
Some of you cutting your thumb. You did the same thing at the golf course that one day. Pretty.
You want to
bad.
see? It's in the same spot.
I'd kill to go back.
This
to
one's
Scouts.
up top. That's
Like
from the
6th,
kitchen.
7th, 8th
And the
grade.
one below that's way bigger is from Boy Scout camp.
Always that
It's the
thumb,
same
too.
exact cut. It was bad. I don't know why I was embarrassed. It was just an accident.
Yeah.
But I just held it like this for probably 30 minutes.
That's wild.
And it never stopped bleeding.
The only thing
It was
that
legendary
I
times.
Another story from Boy Scout camp.
It hasn't been bad since the beginning. When I first would come on,
Oh, it was all
it
Boy
was
Scout.
I feel like
every
that's just
time.
natural, bro, because that's what we relate about in the camp.
know,
There's
it's
like
so fun.
prime
It'd be like
years of
us-
my life.
it'd
There's
be-
so many stories. To
Well, when
tell.
we had our,
Very okay.
when
like
we had
whether
our
if Trey
other-
was here or not, I feel like
when we had the other
person.
person on,
Yeah.
there would be 4 of us that were in Scouts.
Yeah. So
And then it would just be Trey.
What are Cub Scouts? I got some trophies by my
Why'd
house.
you
Of,
quit, bro?
I thought it was boring because we never did anything.
It was
It
awesome.
was just getting good.
Yeah, it was just about
You
when we
have to
actually
look
outdoors.
past that you're with all the losers and you're doing loser things. Like, all the other troops are losers, but we are cool.
Yeah. We were the
Fun
cool
stuff.
ones.
I had this inflatable thing that had lights at the very bottom of it, and you could turn on this mode so it would blink, like pretty slowly, like every 1 second. So me and Isaiah we had it on full light. We were throwing it back and forth, kind of spiraled like a football. It was weirdly shaped. And then I put the blinker mode on. I throw it. It goes dark like an inch or like a couple feet away from Isaiah.
He throws it. It's lit in his hand. He throws it dark. It lights up at the top of the parabola.
Yeah.
It goes dark again. I'm like,
And then it goes dark. The light comes back on, and it's just on the ground. I see Isaiah holding his face. It nailed him in the face.
he also chucked me a laser pen. And
Yeah!
you
How did we never find
You
that?
chucked a laser pen at midnight at me. I don't even think it was on, and you blamed me for not catching it.
We could never find it.
He was like,
This thing was
so,
awesome.
he was like 30 feet away, and he just, here, catch this.
And we looked like everywhere in that area. Could never find the laser
was
pen.
wild.
Even the next morning, couldn't find it.
That's when the golf problem started too. My golf ball goes in the woods, dude. It's not coming back.
Let's keep her on the fairway, bud.
Yeah, that was bad. I can't. Every time I adjust to correct for my absolute pizza slice of a shot, it just goes straight. It never goes in the middle.
It's every time you angle to try to fix your slice, that's when it goes straight and you just hit it straight.
You know
in
what's
the woods.
great though? There's a dog leg on the course that we go to a lot, like right next to us. Oh, the one we work at. It's number 7. And if I will never try to adjust for my slice there, because if I go straight, I'll hit like $1 million house. But past few times, I've hit some bombs on that dog leg. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that and hole 8 as well. They kind of both dog leg right.
Yeah, it's a good combo for me.
Good way to finish off the round.
Yeah.
We went golfing a couple weeks ago, and we
Who?
go there. It's like me,
Ask.
Lucas.
Sorry, I had to.
Such a funny guy.
I didn't mean it. Continue.
That's so mean.
But we go there, and we paid for. I guess we didn't pay in full, but we go there. Crappiest golf course I've ever seen. We couldn't play like 3 of the holes because they were underwater or something because it was flooding. So we had to walk, which was fine. He's like, yeah, you guys can just play. You guys can't play like these 3 holes. He's like, you guys can just keep walking if you want to. You guys play as many holes as you want. I don't really care. And it's just like Arrowhead, where the first hole we played was right next to the parking lot. Jason was probably, I'd say, this close from hitting a car. And then same with Frank. Frank was probably a couple feet off, and same with Lucas. I was the only one that was not near a car, but I also, like, as soon as they all hit a car, I just put my driver away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not meant to be. Just going to pull out, like, a 6-iron or something.
I still, to this day, use my 6-iron on the first tee box.
Yeah, I hate that the first shot that you hit is always right next to the parking lot.
So strategic.
I usually use my putter for the first one.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Goes like 20 feet, then you're good to go. Yeah.
I've seen a guy bomb like a 300-yard drive with the putter.
No, I usually like turn the putter. I aim at the cars, so then I'm like in the parking lot while I'm swinging.
I'm usually just in the car.
You gotta narrow the gap between like a Camaro and a McLaren. Pressure's on here.
If I'm lucky, it'll bounce off the windshield and break it.
You guys want to hear some? You can say no, but you guys want to hear some funny,
No.
famous
Be
last words?
preemptively.
You can't say that. I say you can't say. You can say no. We're gonna say no if you say that.
Well, here's the thing. If you say no, it doesn't mean I'm not gonna do it. I just said you can say no. I'm just reminding you have free will.
That's a factual point.
Yeah, I can still just do what I want.
We'd rather you not, though.
Anyways, I think I went too far.
Let me just turn down his mic. real
You went
quick.
all the way to where they were dead.
Am I too loud? Oh.
Just turn it down.
What did you say?
Said, did you go to where they were dead? So you got to go just a little bit before that.
Yeah.
What?
Because he's doing famous last words. He's like, I think I went too far. Did you go to when they were dead?
Oh boy,
I got it. Dude, just-
That's a bad
That's a good one.
bro.
Oh,
There are some
no,
weird
I
famous
did not
last
know that
words.
one.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know who Oscar Wilde is?
There's no way these are people's like actual last words, though, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
kind of seems like propaganda.
Like truly their last words. Like
What do you think someone's
how-
last words should be?
Were there witnesses?
I don't know.
Like, if I know I'm dying, I'm gonna have a good monologue, bro.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
not.
What's your last word then? Have you thought about it?
Because you never know like when
Creamy.
you're gonna die, so you don't know if like it's gonna be
Keep
one
it
statement
creamy.
or the other. You know.
Exactly. And how many words are we accepting for this? Their last
Right.
500
And like,
words?
what if they like mumble? Like, what if it's like really old, really
last
sick?
statement.
Like, and you can only just get like a. Like, does that count?
No, I think
If I would be a little bit more clear, like, where's the
I
threshold?
mean, these are like famous people, so there are a lot of people present when it happened. Is that an acceptable resource for you?
Do people also
No.
spread or like?
And we can debate that too. Like, we can just.
All right.
You just want me to read some? Again, you can say no.
if it's
plausible.
bad.
Let's make sure we get all of our ducks in a row here
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Some of them are cool. You know who Oscar Wilde is?
Nope.
Man versus Wild.
The Oscar Wienermobile.
The founder of the Oscars.
He said, "This wallpaper and I are fighting a duel to the death. Either it goes or I do." And then he died.
Say wallpaper.
That's kind of
Yep.
lame.
That's a dumb one.
Then the wallpaper won. So like, that's kind of crazy. The only recorded duel in history between wallpaper and a man. Wallpaper won.
Is he like
a
on
little wild.
psychedelics or something?
Could have been. His
Thought
name
the
was
builder would
Oscar
not let
Wilde.
that fly.
There was also a commander in I can't remember the. It's on here, but I recall the story. I don't remember the war, but he was standing on the front lines in some older war, and they they were getting shot at and shot at and shot at. What?
Devin looks unconscious.
It's history, brother. He doesn't like it. Anyway, I think it was the Civil War. So it was the Civil War, and then they were getting shot at. But obviously, those like ball bullets. I can't remember what they were called.
Cannonballs?
No, just the circular bullets.
Musket balls.
Musket balls.
Pellets, I think they just called them.
No, they
Musket
were just
pellets.
musket balls at that time because some were rifled and some weren't. But they just weren't hitting anything, and he was just standing up, just like looking around. And then someone told him to get back, and he said, "These idiots couldn't shoot an elephant from there," and he got domed. He got absolutely domed
That's funny.
immediately after that. Number 13. Oh, whoa. Oh, Niccolo Machiavelli. That's not funny. That's just weird.
What did he say?
Yeah, what was that?
This water isn't deep enough for sharks. Someone said before getting eaten by a crocodile. That can't be real, but that's really funny.
It's okay.
It's funny only because I'm looking at the quote and the part like someone said before being eaten by a crocodile is within the quote. So I don't know. Maybe that whole thing was someone's last words.
They used to joke as their last words.
What would your guys' last words be?
Keep it creamy.
It could be like on a list or something if that's your final last words. If that's what you want it to be.
Keep it creamy?
Yeah.
That's a phrase. Just means Wait. Wait.
That is
Wait.
not a
Am I gonna
phrase.
have to keep it creamy?
You're gonna look that up in Urban Dictionary. It's gonna be the first thing that pops up.
Just gonna look up keep it creamy. Oh no. It's just coming up with things that say easiest way to keep your pasta creamy. Is this not a phrase?
No. What's your phrase, Sherm?
Should I say that one or no?
Yes.
No, there's a video. There's this guy that says keep it creamy.
I'll whisper it to you.
I don't know what it means.
Ripper.
I can't remember what it was.
We can't whisper on the pod no more. I told you about
Dude,
this.
if it's that bad, I'll edit it out.
I would.
That's also fair.
Nah, I can't remember what it was.
Alyssa, do you remember it?
I'm about to say something.
Yeah, Alyssa can say it.
Well,
Yeah.
who's?
I won't edit it out.
In the words of Jacob Sherman,
cannot request
Request?
he said, "Please clear my search history."
That's not
That's
bad.
funny.
That's not
It's a
bad.
joke.
I know.
Can I?
As
If
she
I look
said
up
browsing history, though, I was
I was just
misquoted
about to
there.
drop some like racial slurs, and you're just like browser history. Like what?
Jacob, I'm looking up prequest. I'm sorry,
I
brother.
wasn't about to.
Request?
I'm sorry,
the
brother.
actions taken before going on a journey?
Prerequisites.
You cannot prequest me.
You request something before you request it.
Request it. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, it's literally the actions. It's like the preparation phase for a quest.
it's not.
It's your
I just
prequest.
looked it up. It's not. I looked it up because I thought maybe you had a word
The
in your
time
database
span-
that I didn't have.
The time span before you go on a quest is a pre-quest.
Yes.
And then after is the post-quest.
You know,
Post-quest.
a journey of 1,000
It's
miles
a
starts with a
suffix.
single step. It's like
Yeah.
when your foot's in the air.
Yeah.
It's a suffix. You can literally add it to any word.
It's true.
Suffix.
Prefix, suffix.
You can't add it to any word.
You can add the
Pre-dog?
Pre-dog, yeah.
What is it? What's a pre-dog?
I know exactly what you said.
What?
I know exactly what you said.
I can almost guarantee I know what you said.
Definitely not.
There's no way.
Oh, what did you
I
think it
can
was?
read his lips a little bit.
I did not say
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say.
I heard that. The mics probably picked that one up.
Delete it.
No, mine was.
Don't say it.
I'm not.
No, you can't just add suffixes so willy-nilly. They have to be added to root words. And like dog isn't a root word.
Bro's
Fine.
cooking over here, and he's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh.
Oak tree.
But it's plus the root
Pre-oak
word?
tree.
Because it has roots.
Sapling, actually.
I'm glad you put that together, idiot.
Great deductive skills on that one, Sherlock.
This makes me think of Kevin Malone from The Office. He's obviously the show idiot. I have very little patience for stupidity.
Wouldn't that suggest I have a good hand when they're playing poker? But I bet a large amount of money.
Yeah, that's
That could mean I'm bluffing.
I think that's Michael. It's
think
Michael
it's
and Toby. It's Michael and Toby.
Yeah.
Because Michael's like, I'm all in with nothing. And Toby's like, all right, I call. And he goes, Toby, I went all in. It's like, so I did too. He's
I
like,
thought it
does
was
that mean I have a really good hand?
I thought it was with the old lady.
Because Toby won. That pissed Michael off. And he was like, do you know that means I have a good hand? And he's like, I got good cards too. All right, they flip them, and Toby wins.
I keep
Toby.
seeing one of those songs from the Drake and Kendrick beef, which I don't particularly.
I haven't
care
got
about.
into that at all.
I don't particularly care about it,
Yeah,
but
I
one of
know
the songs
nothing
is
about
funny because I keep seeing it on Instagram and TikTok, and you swipe, it's Michael Scott, and then you swipe over, and it's Toby. I don't know what song it is. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you, like
Song,
everything about this man. It's so funny. I think not famous. I guess my last words would be.
You already said keep
Said
it creamy.
creamy.
I take it back. I thought it was a phrase. I just meant like.
Nah, that's
like,
pretty bad.
Stay cool. Keep it creamy just sounds better than stay cool. Look, I know it doesn't mean that. I suppose.
I'm gonna hit you with a, what would you even call that? A sound of, I don't even know. What is that? What am I doing? I guess questioning.
Onomatopoeia.
Cringing.
No.
Onomatopoeia.
I'm gonna give you a sound of cringing, but in a good pitch.
You're gonna hit me with a. Let's resonate together. I'm just kidding.
You can try. I've tried. I try to do stuff like that to make myself better. Hit me a note.
Keep
Hit me a
it
note.
creamy.
Let's harmonize.
I'll try to
That's what I
harmonize.
meant. Devin, what were you?
Brother's stopping his car.
Bro, you gotta keep your brakes checked on that.
I do have some squeaky brakes right now.
Oh man, I'm too tired, dude.
What would your last words be, Devin?
I don't know.
Crazy. Is that a response to something? Like you just don't know the answer to the question? I don't know.
Are you gonna die from that? I don't know.
We can make it
Are
fun.
these
Like,
your last words? I don't know.
That would be funny.
What would your guys'
What is
last?
your famous last words?
What would you guys' last meal be on death row?
Death row? Beans, jelly beans, lima beans, kidney beans,
Horrible.
green
option.
beans.
I feel like it'd be one of the people that just get like a crap ton of food, like
I-
small samples of each thing.
I
Almost
would like
get a nice steak, some
one-
ribs.
I would like one Whopper and one more Whopper.
I would like to eat a key to this cell, please. Presented on a plate to me.
Two glasses of milk, please.
What was that?
Yeah.
2 glasses of milk.
You can do it so well.
Yeah, I love that.
That's crazy.
2 glasses of milk.
Well,
Oh, we don't
explain-
have milk. Oh, you got Diet Coke? Yeah, I got Diet Coke. I'll take that. That's $3. Forget it. Loses the accent or the list or whatever. Forget it. 2 glasses of milk.
That might be top 10 video of all time.
Hilarious,
So
bro.
good.
Just on a plane.
For as much as you guys said,
I guess we probably
I'm
should
not
set up.
watching.
You've never
Alright.
seen it?
I've never seen it.
Set it
Yeah,
up.
set it-
Set
I
it
thought I
up
sent
for
it
me.
to the
So
group chat.
I'll be the flight attendant.
Well, so this is on a plane, and the dude's sitting there, and this is a real life video, and he has it like
Yeah.
on his chest.
People are everywhere.
this is-
Oh, he's
This
doing it
isn't
on purpose.
I don't know.
He has to be.
Probably.
If he dropped the
probably.
accent,
But
he was
this
just trying to mess with people.
Yes. So he's trying to mess with them.
So I'm the flight attendant. She comes up. She has like her mask on. It's like, would you like anything, sir? Are you?
2 glasses of milk, please.
waves her down.
Yeah, he waves her like 2 glasses of milk. She goes, "Oh, it's easy."
We don't have any milk.
No, she says it. She's like, "What is that, honey?"
Yeah.
It's like she thought she didn't hear him at first, and he says it louder. He's like, 2 glasses of milk, please. Like, we don't have any milk. Oh, and he loses the accent, loses the lisp. You got Diet Coke?
No, he does like a 50% reduction.
Does he?
in the
Does he?
list.
Okay.
The Diet
He's
Coke,
like-
he still lists a
Yeah,
little
he's
bit.
like, you got Diet Coke? She's like, yeah, we got that. That'll be $3. And then he just goes, forget it.
I think it's more than $3.
I think I'd be.
It probably is,
on
but
a
it's
plane for sure.
it's $1 amount, and then he just gets tired. And he just goes, forget it.
I think if I had to, I'd be able to do something like that in a social situation.
Dude. What was that sound? Dude. What was that sound? This just reminded me of what is
didn't register
all
that as a
over my
word.
TikTok. How much time did I got? I gotta be quick.
Okay, go ahead.
All over my TikTok are the people that like mess with NPCs or whatever. But they'll go in and he has a this guy has a set up like 3 sentences that he says. Like he'll go into an O'Reilly's and like, you guys got that ointment lube cream, the stick ointment cream, and they're just like, what? And she's like, the lube ointment, the cream. I just got back from automobile
you ready
parts
for me?
and they don't got the no lube
don't play
ointment
it.
cream.
I know, once he's
after
ready,
once I
once
know
he's
one's
ready.
done. And there's like, I have no idea. And then he'll pull out photos. He has printed off photos of random stuff. Like it'll literally be like a guy skateboarding with no shirt. And it's a distorted picture of a guy skateboarding with no shirt. He'll just throw it on the table and just start tapping, just like. And they're just like, what is this, man? He's just. And the one was funny. He just stopped saying words and he just was like sliding it back and forth. So his fingers were on it on the table and he was just like, shh, 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 shh. And they're just like, what does this mean, dude? And he just keeps doing at it and just stares at him. And they're just like, dude,
Have you,
what?
have
It's
you
like,
seen the guy that takes photos of GameStop employees? he prints off the label, so he'll bring up like Greg Craft. The Greg Craft one's the best one. The guy's like, no, dude, that's crazy. That's actually me. Where did you get this?
Yeah, they give out.
I just wanted to turn in some old
He
games.
met the owner of GameStop.
Yeah,
Really?
he did. I think it was that guy.
That's
Because
crazy.
there's a
Talks
new
about it.
owner. This younger billionaire guy just bought it.
That's so funny.
That's all I see. And then he throws in like technique style for random stuff. Like he'll go into Big Lots, say, "You guys got that technique style T-shirt? The new it's a technological style T-shirt, and they'll be in like Nike." And I'm like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
No, how much time do we have?
That's our timer.
No.
gotta
This
go.
will be our outro.
There's one where he always drops off like mail or bills to different stores, and it's like just like instructions for a refrigerator. And they'd be like, "All right, have a good Tuesday, man." He goes, "It's Saturday."
Yeah. All right, this will be our outro.
Yeah.
2 glasses of milk, please. 2 glasses of milk, please.
We don't have milk, sir.
Oh, just
Just have water, juices.
all right, Diet Coke.
Yeah, we have Diet Coke.
I'll do one of those.
Just one of those. It's $4.
Forget it.
It's so quick.
Forget it.
All right. Hope you guys have a great
Week,
time. Yeah,
Day,
week.
month.
Week is great.
whenever the next time you see
Start
us.
of summer.
Happy birthday for those of you celebrating in the next 17 years.
Or if you're just watching this and it happens to be your birthday, congrats.
Yeah, absolutely. Congrats.
So